These all are the commands like mv and clean compile package and this jar and var as discussed, right? That Java RQ and web RQ. Okay, this so this contains like group ID, artifact ID, which we have like it's a kind of when you are giving, you can give these unique names because that structures, right? Project structure, unique names. That is all about group ID, artifact ID. Okay, and with respect to the Java RQ and web RQ, and this is version number, version of the project. Suppose whenever when we create that project, we are getting that version also, right? In the bottom, that is all about that. This is project dependencies. We already done configurations and project configurations. That's all. Okay. So this metadata and source code management. Okay. So now let's see about in how we are going to use this. Okay. Mm. See, just now we have created one file, right? Here, Maven test file. So we can use the same, or we will go with new one. Maven project. This is what we have created, right? Maven project, and we have the Maven test. Under this, we have the new test Java, right? So, okay. So otherwise, we'll do one thing. We'll make it a new go to file and new Java project. Rather than Java project, we can directly go to the Maven project. Okay. So here we have to go with create a simple project. Okay, so just click on the create simple project and click on next. So you got one group ID, right? So either anything we can give our unique, but it should be a unique one. Okay, so that is how we have to give that. Take 3 dot. Okay, this one is artifact ID. Okay, artifact ID is nothing but the project name. Okay, whatever we have that, right? Active time. Okay, so now this is a packaging, so it will be creating this jar file. Okay, so and this is the version snapshot, right? So this is version. Now we are going to create finish. Okay, so if you have any parent project for this group, this artifact, then you can use that parent project. But now here we don't have anything. Now just simply click on finish. Okay, so let's see one more file. See, normally if you create directly Maven project, then you no need to go to the options and need to convert Maven. Okay, here directly itself we are creating a Maven project. Okay, so now here, okay, project one I have given. Okay, so where is that now under this? So here, let us see here, right? Okay, this is the project which is created. So what difference you have observed when you are creating a normal Java project, you won't get all these folder structures, right? Folders, main.java, resources, test, resources. Okay, so these all are the different purposes like Java, like main, we can create it under this main.java and resources. If we have any Excel files or any properties or configurations, which we require for that particular project, then we are going to use this folder. And normally we are going to use with src test java from our side. So here we are going to create a packages, right? So
you have to give source code, right? Package source.
where?
SRC.
Yes.
pom.xml.
Yeah, we have right here. It is generated pom.xml.
You have to give in SRC, create a new class. Yeah, yes.
No, here itself it is there, pom.xml. It is already created, pom.xml. Okay. So now here we have to create the packages. Now normally in previously when you are doing the test ng project, we have created the create customer, that is the test cases, and packages we have created, right? Task, users, those things, reports. So and test base we have created one package. So those all are same thing here also. We have to create the same packages here. Okay. So what?
Actually, my doubt is we have to give packages in SRC folder, right? That's the bottom of the SRC down. Yeah, that's what. We can give there to the place also, right? We have created packages in source folder.
Yes, we can create anywhere, but here we have, right, two folders it is created, but normally we are going to create here in this project one. Okay, src test java. Here we are going to make that. Okay, because these all are the folders under this only. You got it. This is the parent folder. src is a parent folder. See here under this src, you observe that main.test, right? So the same only here also, main and Java. So these folders only it came here. src-java. Okay. So now we are going to create that package. So before going to create that application or project, we need to download the dependencies, right? Say for example, here I am going to create some src test java. I am going to create a packages first now. Okay, so what package, you know how to create the package names, right? Reverse of that names and all. So now you aware on that, right? So now I am not going to use anyone like that. I am just simply use as a task or customer. Okay, you can use com dot any tech dot solutions or something like that. So now I am going to create one task package. Similarly, I have to go to one more package as a users. Okay, and one more is we required as a test base, right? Test base. Test base. So in this test base we are going to keep all the before method and all those things comes under this particular place. Okay, under this task and users we will create the test cases which all are we require, like create user, delete user. Similarly, when it goes to the task, create customer, delete customer or edit customer, those all are the things as we already discussed, right? So now go to this task place. Under this task we are going to create a customer, right? So we have to create a class. So how to create a class now? New
class.
Is it class or test ng class? We have to create test ng class, right? Because others, we have to go here and we need to search test ng class, right? You have to click on this. So you have to use the new test. Okay. So here I am going to use create customer. Okay, I'm just simply click on, we no need to select annotations, that we already aware on this. So by default you will get the @test annotation. Okay, so once we add this, immediately what you have to do here, you have to add the testng library and import. Yeah, no, not import. Here we have this. If you keep it here, add testng library, right? This one, add testng library. So you have to add this. Okay, that's it.
can import also, right?
No, that is not import. That is this is library, right? Okay, so now that is placed here, right? Test ng. Okay. Now here, what we have to do here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that method name is create customer, right? So we are going to use create cus, because if I use that create customer, then it becomes a constructor. Okay, that's why I am going to use, yeah, I will use the create customer one. Okay. So now what we have to do here? Here, suppose if I run this here, system dot out dot println create customer successfully, right? So is it required now? We don't require now because we can directly implement the methods here, right? So the way we are, how you created that. So we no need to repeat again that. Just for sake of this purpose, we are giving the @ test annotation and we gave this run, right? So now similarly, we are going to create one more test case, right? Under this task, we are going to create a delete customer, right? So same, we have to go to other and then test ng class, and we are going to use the delete customer. So now just click on finish. So now here again you can use the same,
Delete first.
yeah, delete customer one. Okay. So now here also you can use the system dot out dot println deleted customer. Okay. Now this is done, right? So now what we are going to do? Now we are going to create a test base, right? We have to before launch the browser, opening the yeah, login, logout. We have to use those methods. So now I am not going to create here. Directly we will go to the test base and we will create the method here. Okay, test ng class. So here we are going to use the base class. Base.
Already there is a test base, right?
Yeah, base class we can use now. Okay, under this now we have one base class here. So now I am going to use the here base page. Okay, so now here what all are the methods you will get? This is rather than base page, we will use the launch browser. Okay, open browser or launch browser, whatever. Launch browser. So now you can implement the code here, whatever for launching method. And this is a @ which one?
Before.
Before class, right? This is the launch browser, right? So you have to use
Before.
before class. Okay, you have to import the annotation. That's it. Now you have to use the after class also, right? You have to use the logic here, because see now here if I want to try to do this WebDriver, right? Driver. So are we going to get these options now? Control space. See now we are not going to get this.
Actually, there is pom.xml, there is libraries.
No. Right now we haven't added the dependencies. In the morning we have added that, but in this pom.xml we have not added as of now, right? So that we will add it. So now this is before class, and now you need okay. So you have to close the method, one more method, right? So close browser, and then yeah, so here you can use the after class. You have to import the annotation. Okay, so you can write the logic here. So just yeah, so you system dot out dot println open browser. Okay, similarly here also close browser, right? So these all are the common, right, across the test cases. So close browser. Okay, so now we have which one we have to write at the rate before method, right? So we need two more methods, right? Okay, what we can write here? Login, right? Login successful. Okay, so you have to import the before method, right? Okay, so now you can go with after. Uh, okay, that's all. So, is there any difference what we have did in under the test ng level and here in the Maven project? No, right? Same. The only the difference is where you will get the difference rather than going to in normal test ng or Java projects. What you are going to do? You have to just to go to the initially you have to go to the servers where you have downloaded the jar files, right? So you have to store all the jar files under one particular folder in a desktop, and then you have to go to the project. Under this project, you have to right click, and then you have to click on build path, and then you have to configure build path. Under this, you have to go to the libraries. Under that, you have to click on the class path. Then you have to click on add external jars. So wherever you are having the jar files, you can select it, and then you can Apache Py if you have, right. So this Py, you have all these five, you need to download it. Again, under the lib folder, you have some more jar files. So there are very hectic to make it all this together under the folders. Again, here we have two more jar files. Okay, if any one jar is also missing, you won't get the output, right? So in order to avoid these conflicts, then that Maven provides a beautiful concept and came into the picture, that POM, project object model, right? Okay, so here there is no need of these things. So directly you just go to the pom.xml wherever you have, and just double click on this. This is the pom.xml file. Okay, so here you have to add your dependencies which all are required. Okay, so which all are the dependencies we required? First, Selenium WebDriver standalone server jars, right? So just go to the Google where you can have that option, right? Google. So just go to Google Maven repositories. Okay, under that Maven repositories, it's already there. The Selenium provides supports for automation of web browsers, right? So here you can see which version is having the more impacted or more using the files, jar files. Okay, so that you can pick it up. So here, if you can go down, there is a 467. It is showing 3.141.59. So this is lesser version of 4.10 version. Okay, currently it is giving some additional advantages, right? Relative locators in web browser, and even when are moving to one tab to another tab window, there is no need of multiple things. So here directly you will get the those new features, relative locators above, below. And now here 3.14.59 is there, 467 members are downloaded. You can see the usage also, how many members are downloaded and how many are using that thing, usage, right? So now I'm going to use this 4.10, which is currently mapping within our projects, or we can go with lower versions also. Say for example, I will go with 4.6.0, 4.70, whatever the version you have. Okay, and you have to see this is the Selenium Java, right? So this one you can download this. Simply just copy these 4 lines of code and go to the Maven. Here you have to initially you have to use the dependencies. Okay, this one dependencies. Under this dependencies you have to keep that. Okay, Selenium Java. Okay, this is the 4.7.0. And now once we save this, see if I save this, it will reflect here. Okay, just I am going to save. And currently here there is no any Maven dependency, Maven folder here. No, right? Maven dependencies folder. So once we save this, automatically that folder got generated under that particular folder. So now here I am going to save here. Here it is building, right? So once if it is done, under this particular project one, it will create one Maven dependencies, right? So this is about this the all Maven dependencies and what all are the jars which required for this. It is downloaded all this Selenium Java, right? Okay. Okay. So now we will go back and we will see whether those web that options whether we have enabled or not, right? So yeah, under this base class, right? So now let us see, we have just thing. Now I'm just going to be uh, here. See, got it, right? Web driver is equal to new Firefox. Control F. Just use the org open Selenium, right? Okay, now you can have the driver dot get. You have to use the URL. Okay, so you can use any that URL. Okay, so that we will see, we will paste it later. That's all. This is about now you can add all the code here and we can run the program. And now here under this pom.xml, as we discussed, right, if you want to go with the data driven framework, right? So for that data driven framework, suppose if you want to retrieve the username and password through Excel files, then you have to integrate with Apache Py, right? So how to do that? So in normally you have to go to the back and for downloads and you need to search that Apache Py, right? Here you have the Apache Py. So from here we have to download the artifacts, right? But now there is no need of this. Just directly go to the Maven repository and just search here Apache Py jar files, right? So just search here. You will get some different versions. So you can just have this, which all are the required here. So this is one required Apache Py, and you can use 4.1.2 and just simply copy this. This is schemas, right? So, but we don't want this schemas. We need the normal Py. So you just go back and just see Apache Py common. So this is 5.1.0 and this is also 5.0. Okay. So this is 5 point version. This is the Apache 5. So we can simply use this and put it under the dependencies folder. Okay. So this is similarly we have ovo.xml. We have one more. This is there, and apart from this, we have we are going to run XML files, right?
You have to give test engine files also.
Yeah, XML file. That is what. So here test.ng files. How we will get the test.ng files? Normally in test.ng project you have these things, right? Under this test.ng, so we have downloaded that, right? Test.ng XML folders. Somewhere we have keep that thing, right? We don't have here. That we have to go to the temp folder and we need to download that things, right? So that one.
But we can directly copy and paste.
Yeah, now we will see that. So now we have a that plugin called Surefire plugin. Okay, so we need to search that Surefire plugin because that helps a lot in Surefire plugin. Okay.
Directly we can type test engine in Python.
No, that feature it won't here, right? So that won't be so this is Maven Surefire plugin we have to use in order to work with XML that thing testng.xmls. Okay. So this is the artifact ID Surefire plugin. Okay. So this is a plugin. But we have one more is there that is that comes under build tag. Okay. So Maven Surefire plugin, I think this is not the right one. We need to keep it under plugins folder. So that one we will we'll see. So this is we have Maven plugin, and this is not. Just see. Okay, that link I will share you that thing, right? Apache. I don't think so. Yeah. Hmm. So if we go down, right, you will have that configuration somewhere you can see. So these are the JUnit test-ng frameworks if they want to use for those who are using that things, right? Sure, for testing. Okay, this plugin I will search it and I will share you. Okay, so here, yeah, I think this one. Okay, so this one, this is the plugin, right? So this is what we required. Okay, so this is plugins, right? So this plugins under plugin. So this is what we required. So this comes under the build. So we have to use one more here build. Okay, so this is not under dependencies. What we can do is you just go down and here you can type build. Okay, under this build tag we have plugins. Under that plugins again we have plugin. So that is what we have to use here. So now I am just simply paste here. So this is under plugins, right? So whatever the plugins we require, we can copy under this plugins itself. So now what we have to do, here we have the testng.xml, right? So this is not required now. So we have to use it as a, it depends on your smoke testing, smoke.xml, okay? Smoke.xml, okay? So now what you have to do, you have to copy this and you can use it in a regression testing or functional testing, okay? Functional dots xml. Okay, similarly, now if you want to execute some regression test cases, then you can make it as a regression. So now what you have to do for all these, it comes under the xml file only, right? So you can run the pom.xml directly. You no need to run individual files and all. So directly you can run the pom.xml. Just go here. Mm, where it is? So this is the pre-create customers, right? Now here you no need to go to the create customer and run the file. So just directly go here under this pom.xml, just right click and run it. Okay. So this create customer, once you run that, it is going to get one report, right? Backend that test engine is. See %10%. Suppose what I will do, I will just simply run this create customer. Okay, and it will run one. Okay, so now here pom.xml file, right? So here directly go to the pom.xml and run as, here you have the Maven lifecycle which we have discussed, right? Options. So Maven clean, Maven build. So now we have to run the Maven build. So once if you run this, I think we need to set the goals and all. Okay. So we'll check this. Okay. So this is about configuring the project and work with Maven. And now, say for example, need to give the apply. See, build failure. Okay. Because we haven't given that goals and all, right. We need to set the goals. Then only it is going to use this. So now what we will do, we can just run normally from this run as, here also we have all project, this one, right? This is what we have did. So now we can run this testng.test. So with this testng.test, so because once we set this that goals and this, right, we can easily run the file. So that's it. So this is now you know how to create that folders and all, right. So where we have the code, just simply you can copy that existing code here. So what all are the code under the test base, what we have under this base class, just simply copy this code and put it there. Okay. So now similarly that will work here. So now what I will do, see, now I will just initiate this driver dot get. This is the URL which we are required, right? So I will just simply pass this URL. I don't want to use any credentials. Just I will pass this URL and let's see. Okay, whether the browser is going to initiate or not. Where it is. So this is the base class, right? Hmm? Here only, right? Ah, yes, this is the base class. Now here, huh? Where it is? So here. So now I am just pasting here. Okay. Okay. Now I have pasted here. So I will just run this now. Okay. But here this driver dot write. So is it going to acceptable here now? If I run this, suppose here WebDriver we have, right? WebDriver control space. So this is WebDriver. So we have to initiate this, right? So now here, if I run this, what is going to happen? Whether the browser is going to initiate or not? Let's see now. Run as test.ng test. So it should initiate the browser, right? First, let us see. Okay. I think that's all. This is about this thing. So create customer and now. So we need to extend the base class right here, because here why it is not initiating, you are not extending the base class here. Okay. So what you have to do here, extends base class, right? So now we have to import the test base. Okay. So now it is going to, because now it is going to run. Now it will launch the URL, right? Now let's see. See, now this version is started. Launch the browser. That's it. Okay. So now you can use all the parameters. There is nothing new. Whatever we have already created, just you make use of that, how to do that. Okay. So this is all about Maven. So you understood now what is the main purpose of Maven and how it is helpful in terms of all the things, right? So that's all. Okay. So anything you want to confirm?